go grab some dinner or whatever. So
you want to hang out?
No. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Today's video is going to be a sit-down kind of story time video. We're going to be talking about how we first met, when we first met, and we actually have two different stories since we met twice in our lifetime before we started dating. So Austin's going to start off with the first time we met, and then I will follow up with the second time we met, and then we'll kind of just go about how we started dating.
Okay. The first time Aden got a chance to come across somebody like me, I'm just playing. I was like about 14 or 15 and just moved to the neighborhood. I was just hanging out with a few people and they were like, yo, you want to go to a skating rink? You know, I first moved to Atlanta. I'm thinking ATL, you know, I'm like, okay, it's lit. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. So it was like a Friday night, we go out and, you know, we just go to the skating rink. It's real chill. It's not really like overwhelming. There's not too many people there. So, you know, we just skating.
The town that we lived in is not Atlanta. It was like 45 minutes outside of Atlanta. And so it was a small town. There was only like one little skating rink to go to that all the kids went to every single summer. You probably didn't know, but I've been going to that skating rink for years. Since I was little, like when we first moved to Georgia. Yeah,
so we get there and we just, you know, regular skating, kids being kids, falling, whatever. And then the night goes by. Actually, I was noticing her the whole night. Because she had these earrings with like a little heart on them, some gold earrings. So I noticed her. At the end of the night, they do couple skate. So I'm looking around, I'm nervous and timid. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go up to this girl and just like, you know what, it's just a skate. We just hold her hands or whatever. So sure enough, I go up. I'm like, hey, you want to skate? She doesn't say nothing but two words like, So, you know, we start skating, whatever. And we exchange numbers and I really didn't talk to her after that. I don't think so. I think we texted like once or twice. Probably. I really don't remember that much, but I know we didn't talk too much. Yeah. And then, that was like the first time we met.
Add on that, like, we met at the skating ring. I was like 14. He was like 15. Obviously, I'm not allowed to have boyfriends or anything, but I did have a cell phone at the time. We exchanged numbers in our little flip phones. But I don't think we ever text, never called, nothing. That following year, the school districts changed. So I went to a different high school my 10th grade year. You went to a different high school. Well, you went to that same high school.
We went to that same because in that district it was so small that so many people were moving and integrating there. So there was too many people there. So yeah, they created a new school and she went there.
Yeah. So anyway, we never saw each other again after we were 14. Never MySpace, Facebook, nothing. Like, it was just like...
There was always some mutual friends in there, friends that hang with people that I know, like barely, but you know, it wasn't like
because once I split off and went to another school, like, my friends, like, my close friends went with me, and so that was like a group of friends. So, like, people at his school, like, they still, you know, knew each other, but... I think because it was our 9th grade year, we didn't really it wasn't like I was losing a best friend or anything. Yeah. So fast forwarding 5 years later, we graduate high school. I'm still in the same area, still in the same state, same school, and he had actually left a couple years before, and he moved back to Boston. So at that point, we obviously didn't know, we weren't communicating. I didn't know of his existence until probably 2010 when our friend circles started coming back together.
Yeah, and it was
funny. He still wasn't there. He still wasn't there that summer of 2010. But our friends, so his friends that do live in Atlanta, and my friends, they started hanging out. So of course, we just started all merging.
That's when you were like seeing more people at like parties.
When you're from the same small town and there's a party, you see the same people over and over again. Later on that year, that fall, he decided to move back. Obviously, he's going to hang out with the same friends that he hung out with when he was living here. And one day we were all hanging out, and then I see him.
Actually, it was the first day.
The first day
I came back. My friend texted me like, yo, you want to hang out with some girls and some, just hang out and chill? I'm like, yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I? And sure enough, she comes pulling up. I'm looking in the car. I'm like, yo, I know her from somewhere.
And I'm not going to lie. I told my friend, I was like, I know him. but I'm gonna act like I don't know him.
That's how she gotta act, you know what I'm saying? But she was definitely acting like she did not know me anyways. Like, I was like, hey, she was like,
First of all, that we met one day 5 years ago. Like, I'm not gonna be like, hey! Yeah. Like, we all started hanging out as a whole. It was like 10 of us. We would all, go from, like different people's houses, like kind of just hanging out after school, after college, whatever. And
that's so crazy because when we started first out hanging out, it was like me, her friend, and like somebody else, and like, it was a whole group of people. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, everybody just started, this circle started getting smaller and smaller, and all of a sudden it started just being me and her in the car. Yeah. It went from being like 6-7 people in the car to like 5 people, 4 to 3, me, her friend, to just me and her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then
or what'll happen is like we'll all hang out. And like we'll get done, we're just like, oh well, it's Monday tomorrow, so we
finish eating or whatever.
We'll get done. Like everybody will go home at like 6 o'clock, and then like he'll hit me up like, hey, do you want to still hang out? Like go grab some dinner or whatever.
So, you want to hang out?
No. Hang out, just me and him, all through like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and then right around New Year's, like we had hung out like literally for almost 2 months straight.
We were friends from like October, November, December, pretty much the whole December until the end. That's when we like almost pretty much made it official at the end of December.
So long story short, I ended up asking him if like he wanted to be my boyfriend and if he was interested, and he obviously said yes. He did say no. So obviously he said yes, and so the end of 2010, right around Christmas time, we made it official, started dating, and here we are, 9 years later, married in our house.
Happy.
So that's the end of the video. That is our how we met story. We hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys would like to see more content. So until next time, guys, bye.